Hello YouTube fans, it's your boy Brad here with another video. Today we're going to be looking at these flashlights that I got off of Amazon from a company called Foleto. I saw this through my Vipon app and they were on sale at the time for about 20 bucks. That sale is not there right now, but of course if you have Vipon, keep checking. Maybe they'll go on sale again. They're $36 for two of them, and I think they have a little coupon like 10-15%. This says flashlight high lumen super bright. Now on Amazon it says 10,000 lumens. We all know that that's a joke. Super bright. It has an XHP70 LED chip made out of aluminum. It has five settings, high, medium, low, strobe, and SOS. Has an IP rating of 5. Do not soak it in waterable. It's zoomable, and it comes with a little USB. Let's see what's in the box. Now, I've already given one of these away, so they came again with two in the box. Inside of the box, I'm going to take all of this out. You get the flashlight, a big battery. I forget exactly what this is, but it's bigger than an 18650. It's supposed to be 5,000 milliamps. We're going to get into that. A small USB-C charging cable, and inside of the flashlight, and I've already taken this out, is this little adapter where you can put in 4 AAA batteries, and you get this little sleeve, and that helps it all fit inside of here. Let's get into the flashlight itself. You can screw off the back here and insert this huge battery. The flashlight itself is very well made. Nothing on the back side here. You have a very nice lanyard cord here. Kind of a military grade looking thing with the little slide, the little bead there. Got a little clip here also, which you can take this off. Back on the back side here, pull back that little rubber thing. You have the USB-C in where you charge it, and you have a USB-A where you can actually get power out, so you can plug this into your cell phone or some small item. You have your zoom here, forward, backwards, push it forward, zoom in, gets really small, pull it back, gets very wide. 5 settings here. Press the button and cycle through those. Let's take a quick look at these settings. High, medium, low, strobe, SOS, last punch off, high. If you just want it to turn off, just hold down the button and it's off. Also show you as you push it in, you're going to get that square of the cob LED, and if you pull it out, you get the total wide setting there. So you can kind of be in between or anywhere in that vicinity. Then again, just to turn it off, when you turn it on, you don't have to cycle through all those. Just hold the button down and it turns itself off. I did a full battery test on this to see how long the battery actually has in it. It says 5,000 milliamps. Let's take a closer look at how many actual milliamps that I discovered that's in this battery. The first thing I did was charged it all up, topped it off, and I hooked my phone through a small USB-C to the out here and plugged the USB-C into my phone, and I let this discharge into my phone using my little meter right here that does a wonderful job. It's a little USB tester, and it shows a lot of good information. And here's what I found. Hooked up to my phone, out. Now I can only get about a 1/4 amp coming out. Look right here, and you can kind of see the final of what I got out, around 1770 amps out of 5,000. That was all it would get. I could get out of it in charging my phone. That's what it says, 17,007 amps. So I charged it back up again, and I put back in, and you can see right here, 2,863 milliamps went back into the battery, not 5,000. So I said, let's do another cycle. It's a new battery. Let's cycle it again. So I discharged it again, 1,699. A little bit less than before, still close to 1,700 milliamps. So let's recharge it again. Recharged it, and I came up with 2,824. About the same that I got in the first cycle of letting it charge my phone and then recharging it and seeing how much goes back in it. See, it takes about 5 hours to charge it, back up the battery, but that's what I got, guys. I didn't get 5,000 milliamps, just not there. Now I would imagine if you got a 5,000 milliamp battery, a real true one, you would get a lot of time out of this. Then I did a light test using my Sekonic L358 light meter, brightness drop off of whatever I point at it, and continue to test it. So I set it up. Here's my little setup right here that I use with the light stand, my meter, with the light pointed at it, and let it run. And these are the results I got. I had this set up at a pretty wide aperture of 1.8 ISO 800, just to say, because I really just want to see the drop off again. I want to see how much does it drop off over time. Two things I was monitoring was the drop off and the 4 LEDs here, which will be on, showing your battery level. So in the first 30 minutes, it was all 4 lights. Once we got to 1 hour, we were at 3 lights that were on, 3 LEDs. So it had dropped 1 LED. It was still putting out the same amount of light. I was getting f4.5. Don't let that confuse you. It was still as bright 1 hour, and I did this every half hour. So at an hour and a half, we were still with 3 lights, at still the same brightness. At 2 hours, we were still the same brightness, with still showing 3 LEDs. At 2.5 hours, it dropped to 2 LEDs, and we dropped down to F4. So we went from F4.5 to F4. So we lost just a little bit of brightness, just a tad. At 3 hours, we were still the same, F4 at 2 lights. 3.5 hours, we had dropped to 3.6. So it dropped down. I had a little, but if you're looking at the light, it doesn't look like that much of a drop off. Let me just say that. It's not that much of a drop off that you're really noticing. So at 3.5 hours, and then 3.5 hours, we hit 1 light. So from full to just 1 LED, it's going to take 3.5 hours to hit that 1 LED. And it held that. Remember again, this ran for 6.5 hours. Hour 4, we went from 3.6 to 3.2. 4.5, we went to 2.8. 5, 2.2. 5.5 hours, 2.2. 6 hours, 1.8. A little bit of drop off. And now we're getting down to the last nitty gritty at 6.5 hours. Still at that 1.8. And so it's gotten pretty dim, but there's still light there. It's not bright, but there's light there. After that, it shut off. So the performance of the battery, really great. The flashlight is great. Again, it says it's 5,000 milliamp battery. Again, I'm not showing that in my test that it's actually anywhere close, maybe half of that. But imagine if you purchased a 5,000 milliamp battery, you would probably get 12 hours out of this thing, I would imagine. Just continuous light on the brightest setting. I was on the brightest setting. That's a very long run time. But guys, that is it on this Foleto flashlight that I purchased off of Amazon. A great deal at 20 bucks for two of them. $10 for one if you can catch it on sale. I will put a link below from Amazon where I purchased it. And you know, try your luck at catching it on sale. I'm sure there's tons of flashlights out there, guys. There's tons of these LED cob flashlights out there. But I believe that this is a decent flashlight. It is very bright. No, not 10,000 lumens. Not happening. But I think it's still a good deal. Again, guys, if you like what you see on this channel, guys, please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button, guys. I'm almost there and getting 1,000 subscribers. Just trying to get there. Appreciate you guys. Y'all have a blessed day.